Topping our news, a huge wreck with at least 6 vehicles involved equals gridlock right in the heart of Nashville during the morning rush. Take a look from our T-Dot cam. This was the scene after the pileup on I-24 West coming into town right at the I-40 and 440 split. This all happened around 8:30 this morning. 2 semi-trucks and 4 cars tangled up, completely closing the interstate. Then just one lane was open to slowly let cars through one at a time. At least one driver was hurt and rushed to the hospital. The interstate is now back open. And there are just too many accidents to count in the middle of this snow emergency in New York State. Some of the hardest hit areas in and around Buffalo are paralyzed with what could be 100 inches of snow by the time this deadly 4-day pre-winter event is over. Vehicles are buried under deep drifts. Plows and tow trucks are having trouble getting through. Rescue teams are trying to get to hundreds of people stranded in their vehicles. Some have been snowbound for more than 24 hours. Another blinding lake effect system is expected to blast the area overnight with up to 5 more inches of snow falling per hour. A new development this morning for the man charged in the Holly Bobo case. Dylan Adams was being held in Robertson County, but he was moved overnight to the Weakley County Jail. The 26-year-old was transferred so he could be closer to his court-appointed attorney. The TBI says Adams admitted to raping Holly the day she disappeared back in 2011, but he's pleaded not guilty to that charge. His brother, Zach, and Jason Autry are charged with Holly's kidnapping and murder. It's a law meant to save lives, but all too often the move-over law is being ignored, and first responders are paying the price. That includes Metro Officer Michael Petrina, who was hit and killed by an RV back in May. In their first television interview, Petrina's family opens up about their loss to News Channel 5's Chris Conti.
You don't get a second chance. If the gentleman that hit Michael had a second chance, I'm sure he would do something different. A part of you is gone. So it's been tough, and it's going to be tough for a long time.
Every day, thousands of first responders are risking their lives alongside of Tennessee's busiest roadways. And now, for the first time, the family of Officer Michael Petrina is speaking out after their son was hit and killed earlier this year.
You need to concentrate when you're driving, and you need to concentrate on what's going on.
It is a story repeated too many times in too many different ways.
One of the witnesses said they saw me in the air, landing in the street and laying there. I don't remember any of that.
I'm News Channel 5's Chris Conti, and coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we take a closer look at why a law meant to save lives isn't working.
He was doing what he wanted to do, and he always knew that risk.
And on a much lighter note, talk about one for the history books. The action on the ice in the Great White North was incredible. Our Predators scored 9 goals against the Maple Leafs in Toronto last night. They scored 3 times in the first period, once in the second, and 5 times in the third period, totally embarrassing the Maple Leafs in their own big-time hockey hometown. Final score there, 9-2, and this ties a franchise record for most goals in a game. Go Preds!